Hello and welcome to Pyre. So last time we had a big talk with Sandalwood about freedom, about fear, about the fact that I won't be able to leave with my friends when and if they win this whole shebang. And actually Sandalwood is planning a big coup. He's not happy with the situation whatsoever and he wants to free everybody and he wants to change the entire system. Big plans, gotta be said. Anyhow, looks like we might be able to do some trials. You have returned, have you? What is it you require? Let's request a trial. Certainly. Who shall be the target of my wrath then, would you say? Edwin, you're ready. You asked Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Edwin? Oh, you must mean that nomad boy? So innocent, that one. I should have a lot of work to do with him. Now let us bring him forth. Soon Hedvin appears in heat of the summons. Hey my friend, what's going on? Hedvin, you can do this. Nomads are well balanced. Okay. The apparition Sandra appears and unvested her masks. Listen well, boy. You answer to me here. Understood. You're a fool. Do not talk back to me. Wow. Are you sure you're not dominatrix? Your reliance on your friends is such a burden upon them. Let us see what you can do without their aid, save for that of your lovely reader there. You're being a jerk. Oh crap, should have jumped. Didn't work, should have ran into him. Oh my. Alright, got him. Oh no. Kill him. Shoot. Go, jump. Wow, okay. We need to score 2 more times. Nice one. Oh, look at that. I think he's doing okay. Edwin? Edwin! What a great start. We did it. It seems you did indeed, boy. Your performance was sufficient and you passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order to you and to your lovely reader. Now farewell. This usually gives me some kind of an artifact. So let's see. We get it. Good to be back after all that. Say. What's that you have there? Gold bracer. Edwin Power casts his aura with great ease. Gains infinite stamina on head for 2 seconds. Okay. Power casts his aura with greater ease. What that means? Faster? Gains infinite. So he can just kill somebody and gains infinite stamina after that? That sounds good. Anyway, I think we need to continue onward. Discuss the plan. Earlier, Wolfred called for a group meeting, presumably to reveal his plan in more detail. Instead, he reveals some bad news. Wait, what are you saying? What I'm saying, my boy, is that while you can indeed get yourself out of here, it can be all of you at once. We earn our way back one by one, or not at all. But I thought, as Ford, that would go free together. We may go free together, yet, but it's going to take time, and this is only the first phase. You, Hedvin, and the others exchange glances. I'm totally fine with just killing everybody. Let me make this plainer for you still. Here's how the coming days are going to unfold. First, we're going to ascend Mount Aldeo. There to the north, you may not think this wagon is fit for it, though rest assured, it's made the journey many times. Next, we'll pass through Scribe's Gate. It's said scribes themselves keep watch over Scribe's Gate. All the worthy pass through there, as your reader could attest, if she did not merely skim that chapter of the book. Damn it, he knows. Afterwards, we'll reach the Fall of Soliam, one of the downside's celestial landmarks, and meet our adversaries in the rites. They are to be Tempers. The mighty triumvirate has been the closest rival of the Night Wings, led by the demon Ignarius, notorious demon leader of one of the most feared triumvirates in the rites. You will know him when you see him. Both of you, and they shall choose someone from your respective ranks. Then once one of the triumvirates prevails, there somebody will be whisked home to the Commonwealth. Whisked home to the Commonwealth? One? Precisely. Once returned, or somebody is taken in, clothed and fully pardoned. The Commonwealth knows about all this, the same Commonwealth that says a sentence into exile is forever, and freedom from the downside is impossible. Many of those details the scribes themselves wish to be kept secret. Former exiles and the leaders of the Commonwealth alike have good incentive to protect those secrets well. So then what? That's it? We climb the mountain, someone goes back, and everyone else stays? For most of those participating in the rites, yeah, that's it. But I like your connotation. And indeed, for us, that isn't it at all. If one of us returns, it shall be just a step along our path. However, let's let that sit for now. Gather your strength. We'll talk again on our way up. Wilfred leaves the rest of you consider what he said. You have time for now for your vocations. At dawn, you shall begin your ascent of Mount Alodiel. Okay, do I wanna give them presents or get more resources? Interact to study in private at this time. Study in private looks like an okay one, I guess. Search for surrounding area for valuables to add to your black wagon stash of goods. That's good too, I guess. Study in private is okay. Forge resources is okay. Yeah, let's just make a decision. Let's just look for some resources. Oh, you sense a potent serum here? What is that? A mysterious artifact. Potent serum. What's the point of that? Increases artifact? Or just... I'm kinda curious about the potent serum. What is that? Permanently grants one presence. Drag to a talisman pocket to activate. It's a consumable. That's actually pretty bad. Because it only affects one characters. If I went for the praying, then all the characters would have got one presence every single time. Mount Alodiel. Here we go. You have not yet been to this region of the downside. Wolfred states that your ascent of Mount Alodiel shall begin here. Mount Alodiel. Here before you lies Mount Alodiel, stretching far beyond your line of sight. Somewhere upon this mountain lies the only place from which you can escape the downside. Your companions gather around again before Wolfred, who stands tall as ever, whether from the cold air or the subject now at hand. You sense a tension in the air. Now then, you all have many questions, no? I've done a lot of talking, so go on, ask away. But there's only silence. One question stands out in your mind, which you refrain from asking yet. If one of you is to go free at first, who shall it be? Go on now, don't be shy. Who's first? Questions? Why us? Why you indeed, madam? That I can explain. You've seen the sort you stand against as adversaries in the rights. What is it that they want, do you suppose? They want their freedom back, of course. They'll settle for it on the Commonwealth's own terms. They'll gain their freedom and some cushy new responsibilities. Perhaps then they'll have a hand in sending still more exiles here to join us. Think on it. The Commonwealth rose from the ashes of a fallen empire thanks to the efforts of the first exiles who escaped this place via the rights. It is the Commonwealth's first and proudest tradition to honor those who live to redeem their transgression. They have a certain wisdom, do they not? But as for you, I have been looking for a certain set of dispositions for a good length of time. All I needed was for somebody appropriate to show up and to listen. So I planted many little eyes and ears throughout this land, whispering hints of this. Absurd as it may sound, it took someone with a certain faith and creativity to go for it. That someone proved to be Hedvin over there. He was tasked with seeking 2 trustworthy allies, an old buried wagon, and a reader. He was invited to bring others for the ride, all different sorts, gather enough help, and he and his friends could be free. Long story, but you know much of the rest. So then, why you? Because I've reason to believe you're not the sort to play right back into the Commonwealth's old hand. The rights, as you have seen, are quite exclusive. You are imposters in this little party. You could be the ones to break it up. Now then, more questions. Your head is beginning to spin. You can excuse yourself or keep listening. Sure. Your fellow exile's freedom seems to hinge on Wolfred's plan. You ought to consider his every word. Wolfred's explanations are a lot to take in, though you feel compelled to absorb as much of what he's willing to tell you at this point. He prompts for further questions when Jodaria raises her voice again. Hold, you mistook my meaning. I understand your plan. Still, I wish to know, why us? Why are we, among all others, chosen for this liberation rite? On a blooded moon at the fall of Soliam, an exile from the prevailing triumvirate shall go free. Ah, I see. Well, but that is simple, really, madame. You are chosen, you are qualified, I should say, because, as the expression goes, this what the scribes ordain, though, in this case, the expression is quite literally true. When the 8 created the rites, each of them anointed certain other exiles to participate on their behalf, exiles who showed some promise of redemption. The triumvirates they formed have stood the test of time, replenished their numbers as their individuals moved on or passed on. You've met them as they are today, the accusers, the withdrawn, and so on. The 8 scribes also formed a special group, against which all the others would be judged. The group they called the Nightwings. What? You bear their books, wear their masks and raiments. You need but show up to the rites. You see, the others erstwhile jockey for position for a chance to take you on. Really? Okay. Yeah. Well, what if we don't? What if we don't show up? And you would deny yourselves a chance at freedom, and deny it also to your adversaries. Victory means nothing in a common right, then. Participation is all that matters. Not so, madam. Only the enlightened may regain their freedom, while failure can be excellent teacher. The scribes do favor the victor. So you see, those who do not conduct the rites, or do not prevail in them sufficiently, they may find themselves barred from the liberation rites. But these are technicalities. The night things disbanded years ago. Since then, no one has gone free. Yet still the other triumvirates pressed on, with the fleeting hope that one day you'll be back. It's been a heavy price to pay in all of this. Now, if you excuse me, we'll talk again some other time. Some murmur to themselves about all this as Wolfred takes his leave. Others reconnoiter pathways leading up the mountain and present you with some options. Okay, Emperor's Fall, a pathway on the outskirts of Mount Alodiel's nameless lower summits. Permit to expect some long-lost valuables to stash there. I like the sound of that. A gap through the nameless lower summits beneath Mount Alodiel. Bay believes the scribes will bless whoever goes through here. Nah, we want to stop. We don't want a temporary blessing. You join Pamita on her brief expedition to find anything of value dropped by those who tried to scale the mountain but did not succeed. Wait! I shall be joining you. What? Now, I get 2 chaperones, but sure. I'm game. Whatever you wingless are into. Be silent, little bird. And fetch those trinkets and be done. My, so full of bitterness. You really ought to make the most of these last precious moments that we share. And you ought to not mince your words. Oh, please. We all know you're going to be the first one out of here, so why not quit your constant frowning for a change? I, the first out of here? Of course, it's plain the others pity you. You've been here longer than the rest of us, by far. Besides, maybe that Wolfred, though he seems plenty happy here, making his speeches. How dare you presume nothing is decided as of yet? Oh, no doubt, though, if by some coincidence you do end up selected for the honor, I just want you to know something. I truly from the bottom of my heart do hope we shall prevail on your behalf. Because that way you shall be free, of me at least, and I in turn shan't have to suffer any longer your hideous attitude toward me and everything. At that you intervene. Jodariel eyes burn with fury, but then she calms herself. I shall see you at the wagon, reader. Come on, Pamita. Pamita scoffs as Jodariel storms off. I swear that one. Well, moving on. There's something sparkling down there. Be right back. She swoops out of sight, leaving you alone there on the mountain. Pamita soon returns with something that lay long forgotten in the rocks below. Luminous eye though. After grasping the orb, the bear instantly recovers all stamina. Right. Let's see what we got. Temple High Road. First of the 2 paths leading to the mountain's summit. Edwin expressed a passing whim to see the view from here. Okay. Second of the 2 paths leading to the mountain. Sir Goman wishes to look upon the sacred waters here. I want to see the view. So I guess not much else other than just sightseeing. Fair enough. That's good enough for me. You and Hedwin walk in silence for some time as he conducts a customary survey of the area. Well, my friend, no sign of hollers, as Jody would say, no sign of anything at all. You sense something is troubling him. Oh, Dad, it's just... I've just been giving lots of thought to everything that Wolfred told us. In another couple of days, one of us may gone of all of a sudden. Or, I don't mean it to put it that way. One of us could go free. We earn our way back, one by one, as he said. I don't know. I want you to know something. The others and I, we talked it over, and when the time comes, we want you to decide. Decide who gets to go, if anyone. Damn it! You bastards! This might all be part of Wolfred's plan, but we got here thanks to you. And even though I'm worrying right now about us splitting up, me too, I guess if Wolfred has his way, all of us will meet up on the other side. Not all of us, only some of us. I won't be that today. Worst case, we keep failing in the rights and we stuck down here together just like this. That's the spirit. The two of you walk on in silence for a time. When at last you return to the wagon, Hedwin turns to you again. Thanks for the company. I think I'm better now. Hedwin feels more prepared for the next ride. Hope is good. Oh, what? You gained some hope? Alright, we got some item, don't we? What? Do I need to upgrade him? What am I supposed to do? Can I just go back? There was nothing to do. Uh-oh. You and your companions gather at the Scribe's Gate, where the single narrow trail to the summit narrows even more and falls under an archway carved of stone. Come along now, everyone, and be prepared to speak your mind when you're called. Frankly, most of you still lack enlightenment, but we may pass together. Much we act as with a single heart and mind during the rites. Well then, lead onward, Tariq. Tariq? Please follow me. Removing his hat, the low minstrel approaches the gate. You and all others follow. When the last of your companions nears the ark, you notice someone standing high above, who then appears before you. She eyes the lone minstrel first. You can have him. Is that you, Tariq? Gate Guardian. Is it greetings, Celeste? Celeste! She watches over Scribe's Gate and seems to be connected to the lone minstrel and the rites. And how was your rest? Too long, Celeste. It seems your work has piled up in the meantime. You bring this many to the gate? Aye. Then let us make this quick. She gestures toward the rest of you. Now each of you, in turn, state who you are and what you seek whilst crossing Scribe's Gate. Murder everybody in Scribe's Gate! Do as she says, please, without questioning. Your fellow exiles exchange glances but quickly comply. I'll start. They call me Hedwin the Deserter. I would probably leave that part out. I've come here seeking freedom, for myself and my companions. In my case, so I can return to be with one who I love. Oh, Hedwin. I really want to send you back. I guess you have some, well, I guess he made it pretty obvious. The woman bids him forwards. The low minstrel prompts a rookie to speak up next. I'm regarded by the name of Rocky Graintail. I just wanna get out of here. I guess, with my chums, preferably. Go see Moa back home. I'm Captain Jodario. I do not truly know, as yet, what I'm seeking here. Oh, my name's Pyre, and I'm here, I think, because the scribes have called to me. It must be them, because if not, then who? Screwy kick! Tiso seeks to live up to the Night King's legacy and maybe see the Commonwealth someday. Sir Gilman of the Sea Dominion, at your service. This knight is on a quest to find his honor. He lost it at a certain point. Pamitatane, I'm only here because my sister's here. Then as Wolfred steps forward, the one called Celeste raises her voice. You I recognize from the Nightwings of the past. You are not clad in the raiments any longer. I would know why. I had my chance already. The Nightwings that now stand before you, I travel with them as a pilgrim now. I see. Then state why you're here, as have the others. My name is Wolfred Sandalwood. I seek liberty for each of us, so that one day we all might stand shoulder to shoulder on the other side and bring our freedom to the other people there. The people there. You know, Wolfred, you might be a little bit too forward. You know, this like, you know, about our secret plan. You can't just like open up with that. Okay, fine, whatever. I really hope she will not tell us. She waves him by. Yeah, whatever. Then she turns to you, for there is no one left to go. State who you are and to traverse Scribe's Gate. I'm just a crippled scholar. When they learned you knew the old ways, they came for you. I'm an old farmhand. Your youth is gone, but your thirst for knowledge earned your trip to the downside nonetheless. A war orphan. And I'm none of those things. I do not know who I am. Try as you might, you cannot make out the details of what life was like in the Commonwealth. You cannot for the life of you recall the time before arriving in the downside. Details of the Commonwealth are scarce within your mind. Perhaps you wanted to forget that place. The one you called Celeste continues to examine you, expecting you to add to your response. State also what you truly seek to traverse Scribe Gate. I want true freedom. I want to help my friends. I just want to see what happens. I wish to do whatever it takes to see your fellow... Yeah. I just want to help my friends. The companions you have met here, who have helped you to survive, to find kinship in the downside, your priority is to ensure that they achieve their goal. That is all you wish for now. The woman regards you for a time, then nods once, and waves all of you by. The eight scribes bid the Nightwings welcome here. Go forth with glory. And Tarek, I Celeste, be on your way as well. The little minstrel bows his head and puts his head back. He does not look back at her. Damn it. Are we gonna... Ooh. Are we gonna rest up before the big fight? Or are we just gonna go for the big fight right away? From the top of Mount Alodia, you can see the distant downside before you. You think one of the many thousand leagues you cross to reach this point as the sky grows dim. Ooh. Okay, we can check out the slug market. Hey guys, so just... You're here, Veronal. I know how come you're here. How come you made it all the way up here? Oh, I know, alright. You're here because I got the lowest price in all downside, am I right? And some of the new stuff I got in stock, you're gonna get a lot of value there. An awful lot. How's that? More upgrade stuffs? What is that? I'll learn any masteries and choose again? Oh, that's interesting. I like that one. It's 10 apiece. Okay. These are kinda lame. Grants the bearer 2 presents, but it's kind of expensive. Kind of gonna go for these ones. Alright, let's go back. So, be seeing you guys. Black wagon. Yeah, let's talk. Oh, Jadario. Jadario appears to be prepared for whatever is to come this night, though it is not yet dark. She's already in her raiments. Edwin soon joins her, also looking ready. Any sign of Rookie? None as yet complained about a chafing at the collar of his mask. Our freedom might be hinging on that collar then. I'm certain that it is. They share a laugh together. The 3 of you exchange glances, but nothing is said, or needs to be said. Soon, if Wolfred is to be believed, one of your companions may regain his or her freedom. Hey! What did I miss? I'm late. Is it starting, or is it starting yet? Easy, Rocky. We've got a little time. It isn't starting yet. How far you struggle with your mask, Greentail? Feeling a lot better, thanks. Just had to smash it repeatedly against the wall for a little bit. Put some of the old nerves to bed there, for good measure. Though, this is really happening, huh? One of us might be getting out of here, like soon. By dawn, in fact, if all goes well. If all goes well? That's one way to look at it, I guess. What are you getting at, Greentail? Well, it's just, we might be breaking up the band here, people. If one of us gets out, that's been bugging me a while now. I thought we all here getting out at once, yeah. Not the same thing. He shoots to look at you. Some of us might not be getting out of here at all. Edwin slams his fist against the wall. No, not if I can help it. We made a promise to each other, each of us, the 4 of us, we're all getting out of here. I care about the others too, I do, but we've been here from the start. I want you to know, my promise is to you, and I believe you'll do the same for me. So, it's like this, if any of us gets out, great, but it's just the start. We're going to do whatever it takes on the other side to make it so the rest of us can get back too. What do you think, they're gonna build a bridge down here if we ask nice or something? I don't know. I don't know what's going to take. I just know we have to try. Jadario turns to you. Reader, we shall find a way. That sounds good. She nods to reassure you and to reassure herself. Rocky nods his head in turn. And Hedwin's gaze never once falters. Guys, I just don't want to split up. Love you guys. Well, my friends, I think it's just about time. Let's go. One by one, they turn towards the door. The fall of Soliam awaits, a vital step in your quest for freedom. Yet you feel in your heart that it shall be the first. Your 3 companions each gain 1 hope for the liberation rite. Clear yourself in turn. Sure enough. Okay. Here we go. Commence the liberation rite. I do want to check it out. So what? Is it are we nearing the end, or is it just like a start? I don't know. I'm really hoping this is just a start, because it's gonna be an epic journey. If this is the start. It's already an epic journey. Anyway guys, this is a good enough time to take a break, so thanks for watching and see you next time.